Hello everyone. I just thought I'd go for a wander around this old section of Mere Knolls Cemetery because I think it's one of the most interesting parts of any cemetery in Sunderland, and it's literally, you could learn so much history just having a walk around here. I'll give you an example. There's a couple of graves and headstones for members of the Hossack family, Scottish name. A lot of them ships captains who came down to Sunderland. I think the first ones were even the 1700s. And there's such a big maritime influence at Mere Knolls Cemetery, like all the Sunderland cemeteries. Not just sailors or ship owners or shipyard workers. People who died on the river or pilots at sea. It's just, there's loads of them. I can actually remember there. I love these obelisk ones. And that's an affectionate remembrance of Captain Samuel Petley, aged 32 years, who was lost at sea with all the vessel's crew in March 1862. It doesn't actually mention which particular ship he was on. It's a distinct name, Samuel Petley, it'd be easy to find out. Also mentions members of the Ridley family. See that? Also mentions son and daughter of some Ridley family who were interred in Monk Wearmouth churchyard. If you notice, they don't say St. Peter's. If you go back in time, people generally called it Monk Wearmouth Parish Church or Monk Wearmouth Church. There's another headstone like that, and that's again members of the Ridley family. Go and have a look over here. There's loads of lovely daffodils. We'll have a walk down to Cut Throat Dene. That, in affectionate remembrance of the late Captain William Legender, aged 37 years. Also his dear wife Mary Ann Legender, aged 30 years. And Joseph Fothergill Kay, mate and brother-in-law of the above named, aged 27 years, and also John K. Brown, cousin to the last named, aged 19 years, with the rest of the crew, the Elizabeth, which was lost on the 12th of June 1862 on Point Coubry at the entrance of the Gironde, so obviously I think that's France. And also William Legender, who was, so I think that all of those named there died on that ship, sadly, because sometimes mariners took, particularly those who were in the captain, first mate, steward and so on, might take the partners with them, but and also sometimes ships were carrying people who were emigrating as well, so that's another tragedy. Now that section is completely overgrown. Now there are headstones in there as well, which obviously you can't get. It's lovely as the sun starts to go down. That's a fine one. That's to the burial place of John Dickinson. I think was he engine builder on the Weir. Some fine daffodils. There are some interesting stones around here. I'm just going to try and avoid any snowdrops because there's a few. And there's a wooden headstone in here somewhere, which somehow has survived. See what I mean about how it's overgrown? I think that's the wooden one over there. That shape. Just go on and on. That's a tragic one. That's Eliza Pyle, wife of James Pyle of Monk Wearmouth. Sadly, Eliza took her own life, and a few years later, on the same day, his son and his daughter took their lives separately in different parts. One in Monk Wearmouth, one in Bishop Wearmouth, but the other one didn't know that the other one had died. If you go on Facebook and look for the cow keeper, that's the story of that. George Matthews, master mariner, so I think he must have died on land if he's down there. It's gorgeous tonight. That's in memory of Mary Calvert, headmistress of Thomas Street Board School, born 12th of August 1849, died 9th of March 1895. I think that's a Thomas Street in Monk Wearmouth, probably. It's a cool name. Marion Schlatter, possibly Prussian name. We always mention a few thousand Prussians arrived in this area. Some of them anglified the name a little bit, but it's hard to see some of them. What a view there is. On the right in the distance is Seaburn, and at the back is Whitburn, the road into Whitburn. Those daffodils haven't fully come out yet. Let's have a look at this one. See what I meant about how the graves have sunk a bit. So this one's in loving memory of John Bales of Monk Wearmouth, who departed this life May the 31st, 1890, aged 47 years. His wife lived on till August the 6th, 1912, aged 68 years, and also the children of the above who died. So that before they died, they'd lost 5 children: Henry, James, Sarah, and a John. There may have been other children who didn't die, but they're just the ones who died before they had. Thankfully, it doesn't happen as much these days. Lots of Monk Wearmouth mentions, because when this place was opened in 1856, it was generally for the people of Monk Wearmouth, Roker, Fulwell. Final resting place, rather than the old Monk Wearmouth churchyard, which had its day. Right. Just going to get out onto the grass and get through here. So as you can see, all this has been mown recently. That bit's left. I think it's left as like some sort of meadow. See if I can find that wooden one. I think it's either the only one or the one of two that I've ever come across. As you can see, there's this huge area with only a few headstones on it. But there's thousands of people buried here. I think this was the old common ground. That's a good view up there. Each cemetery had different rules on purchasing graves and if you had the right to purchase a grave. So a lot of people would just pay to bury somebody in a section like this, so you didn't own the grave. So later on, somebody else might be added to it after a certain amount of years. But There's loads of crocus out. I want to find that wooden one. It is around here somewhere. On this hill, I think. But the cemetery goes right down to that path at the bottom. Oh, here it is. This is wood, I think. Look, this is rare, this. See? It survived. In loving memory of Anne, beloved daughter. I've got my torch. I'll see if I can see. Might not be bright enough. Oh yeah, it works. The beloved memory of Anne, beloved daughter of. I think that could be. Might be. Oh, Ephraim. Oh. Rowell. So it's a Rowell who died. Sorry, it's worn away. Aged. I think that could be 3 years. She hath gone to the mansion of rest. I'm going to come back and take a photo of that because that's beautiful, that. And R-O-W-E. So it could be Roland Rowell, daughter of. So that's a parent. I can have a look on Durham Records online, might be able to find out that one. It's a great little piece of history. And I bet you think how many of the stone ones are gone, but that has lasted so long. It's beautiful. That's what I like about this place when the sun comes down. See, that one mentioned somebody, a son who died in 1857, aged 2 years. That was just 1 year after the place opened. I came down here on that separate video where I walked along Cut Throat Dene, which is just down here, and where there was sadly some stones in the river. I think it is probably the most picturesque cemetery in Sunderland. Got 5 minutes left on the video before it splits. I just want to see if I can see if any of these does. Oh, look at that, the difference it makes, right? To the memory of Jane Mere, the beloved daughter of John Mere, who died October the 9th, 1869, aged 19 years. Also of John Williams, son of the above, John Mere, who died April 1st, 1871, aged 10 years. Popular dog walkers route along the side of this beck down here. I think another one of the first stories I ever wrote was about a Frenchman and his brother who came to Bishop Wearmouth. They were involved in shipping, like shipping agents, and he married a lady which I think was called Euphrosyne Paul Quinet. There's still people today in Sunderland called Quinet, and they originate from these two brothers, but he had an interesting life. I think this one of his sons around here somewhere, if I can see it. Might be this one, right in the far corner. Is it this one? It's not this one now. No, but it's this one here, I can see it. there, look. This is in remembrance of John something, son of E.P. Quinette and of Grace Humbledon, his wife, who died November something in 68, aged 2 years and 9 months. This lovely bud. There's a bit of mud on that one. It's a traditional epitaph, that little one. But when Grace died, because the two of them moved away to North Shields and there was a large family. It was about 10, 12 kids. But Grace died, and his wife's sister's daughter, so his niece, acted as like a housekeeper servant over at North Shields. But she became pregnant, so she was brought off back to Sunderland, where she had a child, and Hugh Frozen and his niece got married. She was about 37 years younger than him, and I think EP fathered about 19 children in total. But there's a picture of the wedding of the two of them, and it's a bit of a strange family affair, that, isn't it? Marrying your 37 years younger niece. Obviously he wasn't related to her by blood, but it would have made lots of things. So his niece's stepchildren would have been her cousins. Plus I'm trying to work it out, his mother-in-law. Oh, it gets very complicated. I think I wrote it down, some of the examples of the strange, what it meant, but I'll just give you a view of the screen because we've got about 1 minute left. That's Cut Throat Dene. Nothing to do with anything to do with pirates. Apparently it's just to do with cut through, which has been like, over the years, ended up being cutthroat. But see, these two headstones are right in the far end, so there might be other burials around here. But as you can see, I've never actually been to this part because I came in earlier on. So last time I came here, I cut across over there, so you can actually, those two people have got names up my side. It's not very good. So I'll leave you with a view. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like, and if you want to, click on the subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you, thanks for watching.